Once again, greetings from Arizona. Got a beautiful sky this morning. Holy moly. Got a couple drops of rain on me as I got ready to load up this morning. This morning we're going to do kind of a requested video. I've had, I don't know, maybe a dozen or more people ask me about raking tailings piles and what I mean by that, and we're going to do some of that today. My God, look at that sky. You know, you can call me crazy, but I like coming out in this desert early in the morning in the summer. Not only do you get to see animals you normally don't get to see out here, or other people don't get to see, but just pure quiet. So anyway, we're going to rake some tailings piles down here and hope to find a few pieces of gold in them. And I say crumb chasing a lot, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. When I'm crumb chasing, it's simply because it's either too hot or I'm too lazy to go actually out and hunt gold in some of my better spots. And right now, with it getting up at well over 100 every day, I really have no business going out deep into the desert to hunt. And you can actually hear cattle in the background, and there's a ranch back there. Not very far from people, but there's gold here. So I'm going to head down the hill here, and I'm going to rake a few piles and show you how we do that. And we're crumb chasing again today, just looking for a few specks in an old patch. And it just gets the cabin fever to go away for a little while. I got to put on some bug stuff too, and no CMs are already out. So see you in a minute. Alrighty, here we are. This are frying tailings from a dry washing operation. And here's the course header pile. Alright, and I know with a camera it's kind of hard to see, but this whole little hillside has just been absolutely pounded. And I found actually 4 or 5 little nuggets right in this pile. And it's pretty deep, as you can see. And you see there's more over there, and animals dug into that tailings pile. And you can see the coarse stuff in the course header pile. There's one right there. And here's another one. More. Just the whole little hillside. So virtually everything you're seeing here is either right on the bedrock or tailings. Dirt's been put into piles all over the place. And right here where you're looking, that's bedrock showing through right there. It's volcanic tuff. And once again, the gold bearing material is laying on top of this. So what we're going to do today, and look at all the trash. That's just an example of some of the trash here. It's everywhere. What we're going to do today is take the Gold Monster 1000 with a 5-inch coil, and keep in mind that's not going to go very deep, probably deeper than most detectors, but not very deep on those little tiny nuggets that we rake out of these piles. And I've got an aluminum rake here, very lightweight and perfect for this kind of work, and it's seen a lot of tailings piles in its day. So without further ado, my friends, I'm going to set up this camera and rake a pile, see if we can find a nugget or two. I'm jazzed. I feel like I'm going to get one. I need one, man. I need one to break this cabin fever. Skunked yesterday, so cross your fingers. Okay, I've already detected the top of this pile, and no targets on top. So where I start on these things is toward an edge, and I rake it back over ground that I've already checked. And this is pretty shallow right in here, so I just start taking these piles apart. We're doing two things. Environmentally, it's cool because we're putting the ground back the way it should be, and also I'm getting deep enough now to hear any more of them small nuggets. And I already know these guys that were dry washing here were a little bit inexperienced or just sloppy, And they were throwing away quite a bit of gold along with their tailings. So we're going to rake this out, and then we detect what we raked. I'm laying this out in shallow layers, and I'll go one layer over the other, and then I just detect on top of that. Get the rocks out of the way here. Put this down. These are pretty deep piles, so I'm guessing if they left nuggets on top, they're going to have left some nuggets down in there. And let's see. Okay, I'll be back when I get a target. And so far I've been digging nothing but a lot of trash. A lot of little bits of screen. Getting balanced here. But I have two little targets right here. Both of them say non-ferrous. One there. And as I was getting ready to go grab the camera, two of them. This one's a little louder. Flashing left and right. All to the right there. So I don't know. This one's left and right. Now, let's see what we got. Now, both of them are pretty shallow. I just raked the top off this. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is... No, I just missed it. Just missed it. Okay, got it. Could it be? I've dug a whole bunch of window screen. I don't know how these guys were losing these pieces of gold through the window screen, but they were. Okay. Okay, this is tiny, whatever it is. There's been bits of rotten, old rusted rotten iron in here too that are interesting signals. This might be a piece of that iron. Yep, right here. It's rusty iron, so rusted that there's barely a signal from it, and the detector can't tell what it is. And some people would walk away from that signal, and I'm telling you, I don't walk away from them. Okay, let's see what the other one is. Self balanced again here, pretty good. Right. When I pinpoint with this machine, I guess I'm getting asked that too. This is a double D coil. So of course the hottest spot's right down the center, but the hottest spot and the best place for pinpointing I found to be right about here where the two parts of the M meet, or the right here before the L in Minelab, and there's an E and an L right there in the coil in Minelab, and that seems to be the hottest little spot and the easiest for me to pinpoint from. I got that one for a scoop. That's not necessarily a good thing. Boy, these gnats are really something today. No-see-ums. There's a piece of black stuff. Iron. Nope. Boy, little buggers are chewing me up. Ah, gold. Right there. Little piece of gold. I don't know if you can see it in the scoops right here. Yeah, a little bitty piece. Right there in the scoop. Little piece of gold. Yeah, that's number one. It's tiny, but they add up. I got a little chirpy signal here. Something Really small. Doesn't make much noise at all, but it's all to the right on the little gizmo. So probably either a little piece of lead or gold. I've dug a whole bunch of BBs again. I got that first scoop, so it's not very deep. Let's see what we got. We got it in the spoon. Smash up those pieces of dirt. And there's a couple good sized rocks. Hopefully it's not one of them. Been quite a few hot rocks in here, little ones. Yep, still in there. I think I see it. Yeah. I think that's gold. I'm gonna get my glasses off here, so small. Yeah, right there. Right there, a little ugly. Where'd it go? A piece of gold. Right there. Oh! Don't throw it back. Yeah, nice little piece. Well, I don't know about a nice little piece, but it's a little piece. But I think they're all pretty nice. Cool. Man, I'm up to 2. I quit raking. I'm free range hunting now. I got tired of raking dirt in the hot sun. So I'm gonna hunt for a little while longer here. We got a target here. Sounds halfway decent. Put in fine tailings. A little off to the side of it. There we go. Oh, comes down a little ways. Huh. Okay. That was down a ways. Oh, really? There it is. I don't know. Is that a BB? I think it's a BB. Yeah, for a second there it looked like gold, but it's a BB. I've got a target here down in the actual caliche bedrock. This is what I talk about when I talk about caliche. I mean, this is actually the bedrock here, and it's a cemented calcium carbonate, I believe, and it's from evaporation. It forms layers in the desert out here, and when minerals get to it, or black sand and gold, they can't go any farther. But I got a target. Oh, I got a camera I'm hearing. Let's move it back here. Sorry about the bumping. Okay, we have a target right here. And it's down in that bedrock. You can hear it. Right there. Now, I got a couple ways of doing this. I can tear that bedrock all up. But I like to see if I can find them when they're in a crack. Just because I think it's fun. And we're going to take this little straw right here. And we're going to blow this crack out. I could pull it up, but there it is. It's a little piece of gold. Some of that. It's caught there, busted it loose. You can see, let's see if I can get the camera over this. There's a little bitty piece of gold right down in that crack. I don't know if you can see it there. I blew the dirt away and there it sits along with some little pieces of black sand and whatnot. That's kind of cool. I'll be right back. I'm going to see what it looks like and dig it up. Well, excavation wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. I had to tear out a pretty good hole. But I got it out of there. Scoop. There it is. I'm going to get it here. I can hardly pick this one up. Little piece of gold. Right there. Little piece of gold caught down in that crack. That's 3 for today. Starting to get a little uncomfortable out here. I'm going to hunt for a little while yet. I'd like a handful. I've told you before how I like these little animal digs. And you can see all around right here, this little guy's been digging for food, I'm sure. They dig up little bulbs and roots from plants and whatnot. But this little guy dug something up. And I always check when I see fresh digs because they're like little miners. They go down in there and they dig stuff up and leave it on top. And they're constantly turning the ground over and over and over. So let's see what kind of little present this guy left us. Yeah. Probably a little kangaroo rat or something. They're cute. Little bushy tail on the end, and man, they can move when they're running. Well, it might have been a BB he dug up for me. And it looks like it was. But you still got it within range of my detector. These darn things drive me insane. One day I'll get them all cleaned out of the desert. Off we go again. All right, here are today's targets, including the big metal piece that all the trash is in. Nice little assortment of trash. That big piece of lead was a heartbreaker there. That was down quite a ways. But also got those 3 little nuggets. Makes for a good day. It's cooking hot out here. I'm gonna call this a done deal, man. It's too hot. I think I repeat that an awful lot, but man, this time of year, just can't make it very long. I suppose if I was finding 1 ounce slugs, I'd be tempted to stay a little longer, but yeah, just out here puttering around trying to get a little bit of gold. And I did that, so my day is done. I'm gonna go home and relax and do some plumbing on the daughter's house. So, for now, from the Arizona Goldfields, Nugget Shooter out.